just joining, welcome to the stream. Yes. Can you guys hear me? I think a call came in. Can you guys hear me? Testing.
Yes. Can you guys
Okay,
hear
okay,
me?
okay. We are live. Yes. Okay. Welcome. So in today's class, sorry about that. If you're just joining, please don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button if you've not already. We're trying to get to 100k subs before the end of the year. We're live. So today's class, the topic is, you guys know week one, we discussed the basics, the normal stuff, content creation, industry standard. So now we are discussing the technical know-how to help you make your brand profitable, right? And today's topic is systems fulfill fulfillment and let me write it again. Systems fulfillment and scaling profitably. So this is the topic for today, bro. See, the Absa X Style Con shirt is looking really crisp. I'm not even going to lie. So this is the topic for today: system fulfillment and scaling profitably. And this, like I said, we are into the territory. Please don't be offended. I just want to be sure of something. Is that when I'm done with the t-shirts, I would post it and tell them available for sale. I'll tell them to order. Now it will be available on a certain day. That's what's confusing me about the drop. Please read them together. So the thing is, for you knowing, but like when you want to drop, right? There is no right way, especially when it's early on of you running your brand. But the right way, which I feel like you didn't get, is that you should be promoting it even before it drops. They should be expecting the shirt to come even before it comes. Don't just post it one day and like surprise them. So that is why people like to set a date. So let's say you receive the clothes today. Now, if you receive the clothes today, you can give yourself 1 week, right? I received the clothes on Monday. I'll say I'm dropping it on Friday, or I'm dropping it next week, Monday. The reason why is because once you receive the clothes, you've not done photo shoot yet. You need to do photo shoots, right? So between that time of you doing the photo shoot, getting location and all that, you would have already started promoting it. You'll be posting content about it, and you'll just be promoting it online before that day comes, so people will be ready. Because if you just post available now, like I said, it's not like people are keeping money waiting for you to drop, because they don't even know you are dropping. So this economy is not an economy where people have spare change to just use to buy clothes just like that. Do you understand? So that's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. So now, today's topic is, like I said on the board. Bro, this thing is just disturbing me. What kind of audio is this? Like I said on the board, systems, fulfillment, and scaling profitably. Systems, fulfillment, and scaling profitably. And I'll be using my brand to give you guys real life example of what I mean or what I am discussing. Please, if you're watching the live right now, don't forget to drop a like. Like, bro, only 2 people have liked the live. There are 8 people in the chat. Come on, drop a like. It goes far and it's free for you to drop a like. I would really appreciate it if you do. Fourth label, and don't forget to type present in the chat for me to know that you attended today's class. So the first thing is design systems for volume, not comfort, right? The first thing I'm going to be discussing is design systems for scale. Design systems for scale. And what do I mean by this? Is for you to be having it at the back of your mind. Signs, welcome to the stream. So is for you to have it at the back of your mind that you are trying to grow. Have it at the back of your mind that you are trying to grow. Let me give you an example now. Even before I run ads for my drop, right? I already have somebody that handles social media. So whenever I run ads, I know it is not only me that will be responding to DMs, because whenever I run ads, I get a lot of DMs. I get DMs back to back. So that is me already building a system for scale. What do I mean by this? This is something that is not really, this is something that is not really applicable if this is your first drop. But even if this is not your first drop, you should be able to do things with the thoughts at the back of your mind that you are trying to grow. Another example is when I first started my brand, I first started through DMs. Even most of my students, like El Kasim now, I've told him to make a website. He has not made the website yet because it is more comfortable for you to tell them to order through DMs. But over time, you will need a website. Okpanachi, I see you. So over time, you will need a website. That is why you setting up a website early on, or you building a website, even though that at that early stage, people are not going to be ordering from your website, is because if one of your posts goes viral, you cannot reply to 100 DMs. Even TikTok or Instagram is going to block you or restrict you from sending DMs. Do you understand? That is you building a system for scale. Having your website in place, knowing that your website is there, because if 50 people should order on your website, it just comes like a breeze. All of them already put their email, they already put their phone number, they put their address. But if it's you now, how many DMs can you respond to at once? You ask the person will say, what color do you want? You tell him this color is not available. Like, it is just going to stress the whole process for you. That's one of the reasons why having a website is very, very beneficial. And if you don't know how to build a website, there's a video on my YouTube channel showing you how you can create a website for free using Bumper. Do you understand? So when my brand was small, I could be able to manage DMs. Even up till now, I still manage DMs where people can order through DMs. But it is because I have a website already. People already place order on the website, and it is much more organized and scalable for me. Like on your website now, 100 people can place an order as long as there are 100 products for them. But 100 people, you cannot respond to 100 DMs in a day. You will even get restricted by the social media platform. Do you understand? See, hello. Wait, I can't suspend this guy. Congratulations to you. You are a troll. I hope you've gotten your reaction that you want. Responding to DMs when your clothing brand is small is more manageable, but over time, your website is going to be important. So even if you are on your first drop, you're on your second drop or whatever, you can create a website for free using Bumper. I don't know if they are still doing that free thing, but even if they are not doing the free thing, I think the lowest membership is 15,000 naira, which investing that extra 15,000 naira for 3 months is going to be helpful because it makes your brand look more organized, makes your brand look more professional. People always trust websites, especially if you are going to be dealing with foreigners. Do you understand? So, the fix was moving to a single order source from Truth. So this, like I said, the first method was me responding to orders through DMs. And how did I fix this? By creating websites. Now I have 2 channels where people can place an order, or 2 channels where I can be able to receive orders. Do you understand? So this is you building a system for scale. you are building a system for scale, because if your brand eventually becomes profitable, or if you want your brand to be profitable, you cannot handle it only through DMs. So if you take anything away from this class, if you don't have a website, please make it your priority to build one, because that will help you scale. That will help you scale. Do you understand? So it must be built for the future. Don't wait until that time when your brand is viral. People will be asking you, where is your website? Where is your website? By that time, you've missed out on so many sales. So just have your website in place. Every clothing brand, I would advise you, before I used to say Nigerian clothing brands don't need to, but I would advise you to go and create a website like as soon as possible. As soon as possible. It is very, very important. So the next thing is fulfillment. Fulfillment is a profit center. And some of these words, can't you delete that guy's comment? If I want to delete it, I have to go back to the phone and delete it. Don't worry about it, man. It's a troll now. Trolls are always going to exist as long as you are on the internet. So fulfillment is a profit, not a cost. And a word like fulfillment is something that people are not familiar with. Fulfillment just basically means logistics, right? Let me write it. Or let me just say cut down fulfillment cost. Number 2 is cut down fulfillment costs. So fulfillment basically is you shipping. Either you shipping from China to Nigeria, or you shipping from Nigeria, shipping from Abuja to Asaba or Abuja to Lagos, right? So if you are trying to make your brand become profitable, you need to be able to manage costs of different stuff. Fulfillment is one of it. When I first came to Nigeria, I tested different shipping options. I tested GUO, I tested GIG, I tested even using the Motopack. And the reason why I tested this thing is to be able to know, this is market research. How would you know which one is the best service, which one is more profitable, which one is expensive, which one takes care of the product? So this is something that you should take into account, right? So having cheaper option, like using the cheapest option is using the Motopack, which some people use, right? And I'm going to tell you for free that the Motopack is the cheapest option for a reason. And I would not advise you, if you are trying to build a luxury brand, to calculate or to add or to ship, through using all these Motopacks, because the product will end up coming dirty, and the receiver, no matter what, will still pay some fee. Especially if the person has paid shipping fee and use Motopack, the receiver most likely will still pay some fee, maybe dispatch that will bring it. But me, the one that I, from my own experience, is GIG. Yes, sign, exactly. You even said it out of, are they gonna sell well? Hey man, I want to put this t-shirt with 240 GSM to sell. Yeah, the weight doesn't really matter, and 240 GSM is good. So like I said, GIG is the best option for you to use. And with GIG, I saw that it is cost effective, especially if you register as a merchant. Now, this is where it comes to cut down fulfillment costs. When I first started shipping with GIG, I used to go there all the time, go and write it manually. I didn't have a merchant account. Then over time, one of the workers there told me it is better for me to have a merchant account because I have discounts and I'm covered insurance of up to 100,000 naira worth of products. So now you can see that instead of this thing being an extra cost, because of that discount now, I think I was paying 4,000 naira a month or so. I don't know the fee. You pay monthly. And whenever you come to ship, you ship it at a ridiculously less amount. And if I did not use GIG multiple times or, get used to the system, I would have been paying a huge amount of money, which will be cutting down on my cost. Shipping one item, let me give you an example now, right? I ship one item, let's say for 8,000 naira without my merchant account. 8,000 naira, then I ship with my merchant account for like 5,000 naira. To a normal person now, it is just 3,000 naira difference. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 3,000 naira difference. But now, when you ship 10 items, suddenly that 3,000 naira becomes 30,000 naira. Do you see how it adds up? Do you see how it adds up? Now, that is 30,000 naira away or out of your profits. That is 39,000 naira out of your profit, because even though you charge shipping fee or you charge delivery fee, it's not something that you can get exactly, because it's when you get to GIG or when that time comes, that's when you know. So usually people put a round figure that is manageable. Me on my website, I think I put 5,000 naira or 8,000 naira that is manageable, or that will even make the customer feel like, yes, I'm paying less for shipping. Do you understand? So cut down fulfillment cost. Fulfillment is shipping. Fulfillment is you like delivering the order. That's what they call fulfillment. So trying to make sure you cut down on this fee, because like I said, shipping fee is something that creeps up on you. You might think it's a small amount, but remember, you made about 50 shirts. So that means you are going to ship 50 times, and that 3,000 naira is going to add up 50 times. Let me do the calculation right now. 3,000 naira times 50. That is 150,000 naira. Do you see it now? Do you see that suddenly that 3,000 naira that is not serious has added up to be 150,000 naira? And this, you cutting down on the cost maybe by registering to a merchant account, is going to help you cut down on this cost right here. Remember, the goal of this 14 days class is for you to be able to build a profitable clothing brand. My friend already have a great brand with good profit. Can you search him up? No, I can't. I can't do that, bro. You see, I'm in the middle of a class. I can't do that. So, and like I said, the benefit of this is also your products being insured. That means if the carrier, let's say GIG, for example, damages or misplaces your products, you are covered up to 100,000 naira. They will refund you 100,000 naira. Do you understand? So if your product is not even the value of 100,000 naira and it gets missing and you declare a value of 100,000 naira, that's, of course, it's not like I'm praying for them to lose your package, but that's free extra, or let me not say free, that's extra 100,000 naira to you. No worries, man. Thank you. I'll be listening. Okay. So switching to a more reliable logistics company, not only will it reduce customer complaints, it will also cut down on your costs of running the brand, obviously. And finally, you would be sure that your package will be secure. You are using a reliable source. Like I said, most people think the logical answer is to go and use Motopack, but please, I beg of you, don't use Motopack. The two people that have sent me package and they use that Motopack, I was even so upset because one of the times I was not expecting to pay and the guy charged me like 4,000 naira. Do you understand? And imagine a customer now that has paid for delivery and dispatch should come to their door and the dispatch is asking them for money. They'll feel like you cheated them. Do you understand? So even though in your mind you feel like that's the cheapest option, in the long run, it is costing you more. I have told you guys now, the cheapest option from my own experience is using GIG. And with GIG, you register a merchant account. Once you register a merchant account, then you get discounts and you get insurance. This is not sponsored though. That's why I'm not telling you guys, oh, use my code or whatever. It's not sponsored. This is just free game for you guys. This is what I use personally for my clothing brand. Right? So like I said, that 3,000 naira adds up to be 150,000 naira and you have saved yourself. Then the next thing is cash flow. Cash flow. Cash flow control. Cash flow. Cash flow control. Cash flow control. Right? So for this one now, it is you knowing, like I said, with systems. If you are using a website, you would know your highest selling products. You will know the sizes that sell the most. You will know the products that people like. You know the products that people are interested in. So you having that system, first of all, this system here, which is the website, will now help you know how to invest your money wisely. It will help you know how to invest your money wisely. You won't just be investing anyhow. You won't just be putting money into anything, because now, if you know, let me give an example. If this Not For Kids, I know, sold out in like, this Not For Kids, for example, it sold out in like 2 weeks, right? And the size people bought the most is large. Because I am using a system, which is website, I can see the size that people order the most. I can see the product that sells the most. Now, instead of me going to reinvest my money into, let's say, for example, Corruption in Paradise, the drop that I did, Corruption in Paradise, and then I know that one is not selling a lot, I will put more money into this Not For Kids. Do you understand? And if you don't have a system designed already, your cash flow control is not going to be good, because you are just risking it on different products. You're going to be risking your cash flow on different products. Then another thing again is doing what do you call it, payment on delivery. I know some people do payment on delivery so that the customer will feel comfortable, but that payment on delivery is a very unwise decision, because sometimes the customer will maybe get there, they'll start giving you story. If the dispatch rider is already there, or the delivery or logistics company is already there, it is going to be you that will take the burden, because if the person ends up collecting it without paying, then the shipping company will expect you to pay it, and now you are now tied up in a situation where you'll be following the customer for payment on delivery. So part of this cash flow control, don't be paying on behalf of customers, which is that payment on delivery. If you do payment on delivery, you would end up paying for these products when the customer will just collect it, right? So you can only do, let's say, payment on delivery for repeat customers, where you know these ones are loyal. But first time customer, please don't, because you are just burning your cash flow. Your cash flow should be reinvested wisely, because you have systems down already. If you are going to be relying on cramming your highest selling products, cramming how many number of products you sold, you are not even going to grow. I think I've mentioned this thing before. If you are going to rely on your memory to use, and that's going to be the judge of you knowing that, oh, I'm selling or I'm not selling, I promise you, you are not going to grow. You will just be hitting so many roadblocks, because you are just risking and gambling. You don't know what you are doing, basically. Right? So profits on paper means nothing if the cash flow is not there, especially for business. You can put it on paper that you are profitable. Oh, we sold 100 shares this month. Oh, we made 5 million naira this month. But if that 5 million naira is just with mouths, your business is suffering. Only if the 5 million has been reinvested wisely, because of the design system you set for scale. And the reason why I said design system set for scale is because you are setting up a system that would help you grow. You are setting up a system that will help you grow. Me hiring somebody to handle social media is a system that will help me grow. Me building a website and paying that 3 months subscription plan is a system that will help me grow. Instead of me using notebook, how long do I want to use notebook? How long do I want to be receiving orders through DM? Do you understand? I hope you guys are getting me. Please let me know these three talking points that I've said. Do you guys understand? Should I keep going? Should I keep going? Should I keep going? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Should I keep going? Let me know in the chat. Should I keep going? Wait. Give me a minute. I didn't take a... I just need to take... Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Wait. I think the thing disconnected. If you've not liked the live, please drop a like. If you've not dropped a like, please drop a like. Drop a like. Drop a like. If you've not liked the live, please drop a like. I just signed up my Giro app. Had that app for a long time, but I was not using it. Giving it to try. Yeah, you have to. You have to sign. So it's good. It's good that you did that. It's going to help you. Then customer communication. How do I even customer? Yes. Customer communication. So customer communication is very, very important. If you have a system like a website, right? Once somebody makes payment, please be updating the person. If you have a website, usually like Bumper, for example, once I ship something, there is a place where I put the person's tracking info and I send the person a text like, your order has been shipped, blah, blah, blah. Don't leave the person in the dark. There are some Nigerian companies or clothing brands, for example, that customer doesn't hear from them. Do you understand? Once somebody makes payments, the person is on edge. The person has like anxiety, like, oh, what next? Did you receive my payment? I've had people where, let's say, for example, as soon as they pay, they even send me a DM. So whenever someone makes a payment, make sure you acknowledge that payment. Not only will you acknowledge the payment. Fort Label, welcome to the stream. Have you dropped a like? Make sure you like the live. We have 13 people in the stream right now. Everybody drop a like to help support the stream, bro. It helps out a lot. And if you've not subscribed already, subscribe. Let's get to 100k subs. So make sure that the person is kept in the loop. If you ship the order to the person, tell the person the order has been shipped. Give the person the tracking info. That's why a website like GIG is good. Because GIG, you can track your products on their website. I usually give the customer the tracking number. They can track it on the website. And GIG, like I said, once the order gets to their state, they call them, tell them, oh, you have a package from GIG. We are delivering it today. So that the customer is aware of what is going on. But if you use a motor pack, for example, the customer is not aware, right? And you doing this thing, although this doesn't directly transfer to you, maybe making more sales or whatever, but you need to make sure the customer experience is seamless. Make sure the customer has a good experience ordering from you. If not, the customer will not come back. And you know, repeat customers are what helps business. You know, me, I have customers that have been patronizing since I started, like 5 years now. They always buy. If these people had a bad experience with me or they've been having bad experience with me, they won't even want to buy. Do you understand? And this is where Hood Kings, welcome to the stream. And this is where a lot of clothing brands fail, because maybe when somebody pays, they tell them, I've received your payments, I'll go and ship it out tomorrow. And that's it. Or even if they ship it out, they'll just send you whale bill number. The customer has no idea of how to track it. There is no follow-up. It's just like the order is in the wind until the order arrives to the customer. But most of the time, even you, use yourself as an example. If you order something from a website, let's say Temu, for example, I am sure you go there every time. From time to time, you'll be checking Temu, checking, where's my order now? Where's my package now? Because it makes you feel less tension than there is no tracking number, there is nothing at all. This helps you also scale, because like I said, if you are sending each person their tracking number, if one customer has a complaint like, oh, I ordered last week, I've not received my product yet, next thing for you to do is to call, what you ask the customer, what is your tracking info? Normally the tracking info will be there for you to see. You see the tracking info, you track it on GIG. Imagine if you've sent out 40 packages. If you don't have a system that helps you, how would you be able to know which package is which package? How will you be able to know, oh, whose package is missing, who is looking for their package, what package to look for? Do you understand? Because all these things that I'm discussing scale. But if you send every customer their tracking number, even them too, they know how it works. And if there is a complaint and they come back to complain to you, like I said, you can easily track it as well and give them a feedback. Do you understand? So make sure there are updates. What are the updates? This can be automated or this can be manual. This can be automated, where is a machine that updates them, maybe AI or whatever, that updates them, or you can be manually doing it, right? So when order has been confirmed, you send them payment seen, order has been confirmed. When order has been shipped, you tell them order has been shipped or order has been sent through dispatch, right? If it is within your state, you give them maybe the dispatch rider's number, or the dispatch rider will have their number and call them, tell them it's on the way. But if it is outside your state and GIG gives you your tracking number, you copy and paste that message and send it to them that your order has been created, is on the way to you now, track with so number on gig.app or what, I don't know what their app this thing is. And this would obviously help your brand in the long run, because every customer that comes knows what to expect. Bro, nobody has liked the live since that time. Like the live now. Come on, Hood Kings, welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, please drop a like. We're on 7 likes and we have how many people in the chat right now? So some people have not liked the live. I just need you to go and like the live. It's not going to take anything away from you, especially because of this free game that you're getting. Every customer that orders from you don't want uncertainty. They want to be sure of what's going on. They want to be sure of where their package is and what's going on with the package. Then, scaling the team. This is one thing that is going to be tough for you to do, but if you are able to do it, it will help your brand grow 10 times faster, right? And that is what? Scaling team capacity. Scaling team capacity, right? So scaling your team, like hiring more people into your brand. Obviously, this is not something you will do your first year, but over time, you need these people. Over time, you need these people. If you know you are somebody that is not good creatively when it comes to photo shoots, try to hire a creative director so that your photo shoots all will not be in studio. Or if you know you are not good with styling the model, try to hire a stylist. If you know you are not good with video editing, from time to time, try to hire a video editor. You know, whatever it is that you are not good with, the team must not be permanent. Don't think everybody that you are hiring must be permanently with you till the brand dies. Some people are contractors. Some people are people you just use temporarily. Photographer for your photo shoot is temporary. Do you understand? If you use a creative director, it's temporary. Do you understand? But having or growing by the number of people in the brand also helps the overall brand, because only you cannot do everything forever. If you end up getting 100 orders and you expect only you will attend to the customers that are sending you DM, only you will go to GIG and ship it, only you will send everybody their tracking number, only you will still come back and create content, only you would, like, you will get burnt out. These people must not be people that you will hire. Some of these roles can be filled up by family. Do you have a younger brother? Tell your younger brother, okay, maybe you get orders. If you are using GIG app, they just give you a code, right? You give your younger brother that code, send him to GIG, say, okay, take these products, take it to GIG and go and ship it to me. Go and ship it for me. When they call you, when they tell you how much, most probably you'd have even paid on the app. So all he needs to do is go and drop the products there and leave. Now it has taken work off your hand, because as small as this thing that I've said is, in between that time now of that your brother going to deliver the order, you can be responding to DMs, you can be creating new content, you can be working on something else. So if you are scaling the team, and with you even using, let's say, your younger brother, you are testing to see how valuable your younger brother will be to your clothing brand. So try your best to see who you can be able to add as you are growing, so that the person will grow with you and you will help your brand grow as well. Do you understand? So that person will help your brand grow as well. Me, for example, that I said I hired somebody to handle social media, right? That's one. I also have somebody that is an accountant. That's two. I also have lawyer. That's three. Do you understand? So just these three things now, you see it has taken a lot of work off my hand. Now, I'm not the only person responding to DMs because we get a lot of DMs. I'm not the person handling accounting or the money because handling money is a huge task. I have somebody doing that. Then the legal case, obviously, is because I had a legal case. That's why I got a lawyer. But trust me, adding more people to the team, like I said, your own can be creative director, your own can be graphic designer. I know early on, I always advise people to do everything themselves. But as time goes on, you will realize only you cannot do everything by yourself. So now, let me go over it one more time. Design systems for scale. Put systems into place that is built for you to grow, for you to scale, for your brand to become bigger. For example, website, like I said, at first when I started, I used to receive orders through DMs. Now I have a website and I still accept orders through DMs. Then cut down fulfillment cost. Find ways to be able to cut down fulfillment cost. Like an example that I gave you, fulfillment, like I said, is shipping, logistics. Example that I gave you is signing up on GIG as a merchant. So whenever you do that, you get discounts whenever you are shipping. And it is about 3,000 naira discount, which seems low, but if you are shipping 50 orders, suddenly that 3,000 naira is now 150,000 naira. So that's the thing with fulfillment cost. It adds up. It's a small fee, but if you do it too many times, it adds up. That's why it's better for you to cut down on that cost. Right? Then cash flow control, reinvesting into the products that are selling, reinvesting into the products that are winning. Me, for example, Protected by Angels is my worst performing drop. And because of the data, because of what I've seen on my website and all that, even the inventory sitting, I know that this is not winning. So why will I put more money into making female stuff when I can focus on my target audience, which are guys, and guys are selling for me? Do you understand? So that's good cash flow control. It will help you scale because you know what's going on with your brand. Next thing is customer communication. Make sure you are communicating with the customer. I did not say your audience or your community or your fans, the customer. Once somebody pays for your product, that person is a customer and you need to treat that person nice. Treating that person nice by communicating with the person, letting the person know your order has been packed, your order has been shipped, your order is on the way to you. Communicate with the person so the person doesn't feel anxiety or feel like his money is gone. He needs to feel good until his product gets to him. Then finally, scaling the team capacity, trying to get more people on board so that it reduces the workload on your hand. I will move. If you want to take a screenshot of it, you can take a screenshot of it. Now, if you have any questions regarding systems, fulfillment, and scaling profitably, let me know in the chats. Let me know if you have any questions regarding system, fulfillment, and scaling profitably. I hope you guys understand what I discussed today. You guys know, like I said, the first week was me discussing the surface level stuff. This one now, I am discussing the technical know-hows. That's what I'm labeling the second week topics. The technical know-hows. This is not something that I can just come and say, oh, do it like this, like this, like this. This is something that over time, as I've told you like this, over time, you would also be able to set up systems and you will also be able to know how to scale profitably. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? 2 more minutes to ask questions if you have questions. If you have questions, please let me know in the chat. Also, if you've not dropped a like, please like the live. It really helps the live go far. It really helps the live go far. I would appreciate it if you like the live. All right. Do we have any questions regarding today's topic? Any questions? If you have a question, please leave it in the chat right now. If you've not subscribed already, please subscribe. Let's get to 100K subscribers before the end of the year. And this is the time where I'll be doing the class. After this class, I'm receiving my sample this week. So when I receive my sample, I will do my sample unboxing. It will no longer be class. I'll be sharing more of my clothing brand journey, photo shoots and the rest of all that. The rest of that. So I'm guessing no questions. I'm getting no questions. I'm so happy that I've been able to effectively communicate all these topics to you guys, because I wouldn't want a situation where I'll spend my time explaining and nobody is understanding. So, okay, Kingsley, if it's not from this class, what do you want to ask? Let me hear the question. What do you want to ask? What's the question? Kingsley, what is the question? What is the question? What is the question? Please let me know. If there's a question from another class, please let me know. I'm so happy that you guys understand. I'm so happy that you guys are coming every day. And I'm so happy that I've been able to impact you guys. Because at the end of the day, that's the goal of me doing all of this. That's the goal of me running this brand to become the most impactful brand in the world. So I'm glad you guys are helping me achieve that goal. And I'm also impacting you guys, which is good. It's give and take. That's just how it is. But how to know and target an audience on IG to buy. Well, I said this thing in content creation now, creating content. Do you understand? There are a number of things that you can do. Do you understand? There are a lot of things that you can do in order for you to, target people on IG. But the first thing that I would say is you need to even have some sort of following. And for you to have some sort of following, make sure your Instagram looks good. You've done professional photo shoots and all that. Once you've done that, then go to the comment section of other brands. Go to the comment section of other brands. See people that are interacting, liking other brands. Me, what I used to do is I'll go to Ashlocks. People that are liking their posts, I'll go and follow all of them. People that are commenting on their posts, I'll go and follow all of them. Then from time to time, maybe like their posts, send them DMs, try to build a relationship. But over time is when people will buy, especially on Instagram. If you're trying to target people for the first time, you are trying to get exposure for your brand, TikTok is where you should focus your attention. If you're trying to get exposure for your brand, TikTok is where you should focus your attention. Instagram is ads. That's what works on Instagram, running ads. But on TikTok, you need to focus on organic content and just post a lot, create a lot of content, which I explained in the content creating strategy. So creating viral content, knowing how to create content properly, and over time, when they see you on TikTok, they check your Instagram, they see your products on Instagram, it looks good, then they end up buying. That's how the sales funnel works. So there is no way on Instagram that I can tell you, but TikTok is where there is exposure. Instagram is more of like sealing the deal. Finding new people on Instagram is not easy. Yes, that running ads, what I'm asking about. Okay. So maybe tomorrow's class or the class after tomorrow's class, maybe I'll talk about running ads. The only thing with running ads is more of a visual example, but I will discuss running ads tomorrow. That will be tomorrow's topic. Wait, let's see. Lesson 8 collabs. Lesson 9. Let's see. Lesson 9. Systems. Fulfillment and scaling profitably. Then lesson 10, running ads. So tomorrow is going to be how to run ads, right? Because Instagram is more of ads and TikTok is organic content. But I'll still tell you, before you run ads, right, your page needs to look good. Because if your page doesn't look good, even if you run ad doesn't guarantee sales. But this one, you're just targeting them. Ad doesn't guarantee sales. So try to make organic content that are good first before you run ads. So that's going to be it, because I want to use ads. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people think ads is the way to go. It only works if your brand has a solid foundation. But we are going to discuss that tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow's class if you're trying to learn how to run ads. Aside from that, that's going to be the end of today's class. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, I'm Abdrazak Sani, and we are building the most impactful brand in the world.